when Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman rises tomorrow to present her ninth budget, the big question will it be a reforms push, or is there going to be a long-term signaling which will be her intent? The thing is that the BJP-led NDA government won its general elections 2 years back, and it has 3 years now for the next elections. This is ideally the right time to go in for a big reforms push. Yes, there are a couple of important state elections, but even then, with 3 years in hand, this central government can go in for a reforms push, and a reforms push is needed, especially because the global environment isn't too good. Growth in India's major markets, whether in the West or in East Asia, are actually slowing down. There are trade tensions all around. Because of Trumpism, there is geopolitical tension all around. Under these circumstances, reforms is the key to pushing India's GDP growth. But on the other hand, India has a problem. India has been spending a lot of money on its capital expenditures ever since COVID broke out. India has its fiscal deficit has consequently gone up. Its public indebtedness has gone up. It is now about 56% of GDP. This is a lot of money which the government of India owes to its own people. So there would be an attempt to check this extra spending. There would be an attempt to check the fiscal deficit. There will be an attempt to see to it that the public debt does not balloon. Which means this is going to be a budget not of big ticket reforms, but of incremental reforms. Reforms which are needed for the economy, but which are not really going to be big mammoth reforms of the kind which we saw in 1991, or later when Mr. Chidambaram came in 1996, or even when Mr. Arun Jaitley unveiled his first and second budget. But nevertheless, there will be reforms. Obviously, there has to be reforms because India is engaging in a new world order. New areas like robotics, EV, green technology, climate change have to be invested in. There will be tax breaks for those who invest in these new tech areas. There will be encouragement, there will be capex spending from the government side on these areas. Battery storage, that's going to be another big thing. The transition from traditional energy sources to the newer renewable energy sources will be one big thing. The push to turn Indians towards electric vehicles, especially in public transport, will be another major direction of this budget. Social welfare will certainly become a big issue in this budget. Labour laws, which have been long pending, 4 labour laws are there. These will probably be pushed by this budget, as will social welfare spending. Health concerns have risen after COVID. A number of health concerns have risen in India, especially amongst people who are vulnerable, the young. Digital addiction is one big problem which has been highlighted by the economic survey. More obesity is another big problem which has been highlighted. These are likely to be tackled by the budget. Defense spending, of course, is one big key concern of India because India lives in a rough neighborhood. There has been a small war with Pakistan last year. Operation Sindoor was launched. India realizes that it has to modernize its forces as soon as possible. So new drones, new high-tech electronic warfare equipment, robotics, naval engagements, naval ships and platforms, these will be part of what India will be buying or making in India. Since India needs a lot of weaponry, India will also try and attract foreign direct investment into India's own defense industrial state. But overall, the focus of the budget will still be reforms. Incremental reforms, yes, but still it will be a question of reforms. Thank you.